Welcome to World's Finest, the Southgate Media Group's weekly DC Comics review, now part of the Channel 52 podcast. As always, I am Phil Parrish, and joining me is...
Hey guys, it's Will. Well, Dud, making so much sense we kept doing crossovers. We're bound to be absorbed into the same universe. Yeah. Glad to officially have you on board. So, this week was a really big week though, right? From here on out. And we got a fifth Wednesday coming up. So that should be interesting. But this week, I was impressed with this week's offering, actually.
Oh, really?
From what I read, the stuff that I read. I don't know, you read a couple of books that I didn't, so I'm curious to know about them.
Oh, well, I mean, even the worst weren't that bad. All right, I'll start.
So, Dr. Fate?
I was going to say, I'll start with your favorite, Dr. Fate, number 15.
Is this the last one?
No, I don't think there's a next issue box, so.
God, how long are they going to drag this poor title out?
I don't know. Well, they brought in Kent Nelson, so there was kind of like two Dr. Fates in this issue, so.
Ooh, Crisis on Infinite Dr. Fates. Okay.
You know,
you have me?
His great uncle or whatever. But yes, I don't know if they're going to kill the kid off, but well, they're actually
kill the kid, keep the uncle.
Well, they cleared up the one problem I always had, like, you know, when he would always use his powers, like, against looters or something. He actually was, like, fighting, like, supernatural forces in this issue.
Oh.
There was, like, mummies and reanimated mummies and stuff. I mean, it was...
Too little too late for me. That sounds interesting, but I'm like, yeah, that's issue 15.
Yeah. I mean, it was alright. It was probably a 3.25.
Okay.
All right, I'll go to the other two books you didn't read, which the ever popular, Harley Quinn number 2.
Now with less beaver jokes, I heard.
I don't think there was one beaver joke in this issue. They were basically just fighting zombies the whole time. I don't know if I don't think there was a beaver joke or anything.
Step in the right direction for me to get back on the Harley Quinn bandwagon.
Mm-hmm. They catapulted Red Tool to the hospital, and just when her and her buddies are surrounded, guess who shows up on the last page with a giant saw to cut through the zombies?
Constantine?
No. Poison Ivy.
Cool. Oh, okay. We're back to that relationship so quick. I mean, not that I have a problem with it. I actually like that relationship.
Yeah, because I think it was, what was it? Did she have... Oh, on the first issue, Poison Ivy was like on the first or second page or something. So I'm guessing she's going to be reoccurring, or... I don't know.
That should be fun.
But, that was good. I'd probably give this one another 3.5.
Okay.
They're stepping it up.
So I'm sorry to jump ahead. Did you get a chance to you want to talk about that Red Hood Rebirth, Red Hood number 1? Yeah?
Yes, darn you. I read Red Hood Rebirth and Red Hood number 1. I got them at the con last week. Like I said, darn it, you suckered me, and I'm gonna have to get that book every time it comes out now. What is that, every 2 weeks or every month?
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get it, because I think that's the best Red Hood I think we've gotten since New 52 started.
I told you, but that's okay, because I read Deathstroke, and I was like, okay, they're coming back around, and they're bringing in the Judas contract for him with the Teen Titan crossover or whatever, so I was like, so those are going to be like the 2 books to watch for me right now.
I told you.
So he got me back, guys. Don't worry about it.
And DC wins in the end.
How did you like Bizarro?
He wasn't in it, was he?
Is that little thing in the Rebirth thingy? Maybe you got a dip. Never mind. Sorry. I got I'm 5 issues ahead, so sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wasn't in the Rebirth or the number 1. I mean, Artemis doesn't even show up till the end of the first issue.
Till the number 1. Yeah, but I'm really curious about that team dynamic. I was like, when Bizarro shows up, then we're gonna have to change you, me, and Charlie's little thing to Red Hood. So anyway, yeah, I was impressed by Deathstroke too, though. So tick for tat, that's how we roll.
5 issues ahead.
Oh, what else? There's another book you read that I didn't, right?
Suicide Squad #1.
So is this more of the same, or are they trying to be like the movie?
They're trying to be like the movie because the team's basically the movie team. You know, it's Harley, Deadshot, Katana, Captain Boomerang, Enchantress, Killer Croc.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
it's basically the movie. Yeah, and the whole issue is basically they send them on a mission, but they have to they drop them from orbit, and like most of the issue after that, it's just them they're like, oh no, we're gonna burn up on re-entry.
Is Deadshot based on Will Smith's likeness, or is it the Deadshot that we?
No, it's the Deadshot we got.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
As I said, that would have been a hair too far.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's actually a Deadshot backup story in this.
Oh, okay.
Which, surprise, surprise, guess who's in it? Batman.
Your dream ain't gonna come true. Like you want to kill the one unkillable. Like you can kill Superman. The most you can do is break Batman's back. That's all you can do, Deadshot. Sorry.
Well, no, Deadshot basically somebody's kidnapped Deadshot's daughter, and they say, you know, they tell him, you know, we'll kill your daughter unless you do pull this job for us, and the job is we need you to go to Gotham City and kill Bruce Wayne.
Oh.
But Deadshot double crosses him. He gets in touch with Batman, and Batman says, "I'll help you get your daughter back," but there's no killing anybody. And then in the end, spoilers. One of the last guy standing has like a gun to his daughter's head, and Deadshot kills the guy.
Nice.
And Batman was all mad at him.
Well, he could have just knocked the guy's teeth out. Hashtag Suicide Squad reference. Anyway, are you gonna keep reading this book, or did it hook you?
I'm gonna give it at least another one or two because, like I said, the first story in this issue is basically them like in this little, you know, them getting dropped from orbit, and they were just like, "Oh, we're gonna die." I'd like to see where the story actually goes, but probably another 3.25.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so. Now we get to the books we both read.
Okay. I'm not here for superfluous books right now, so yeah. Just in case anybody's wondering. So Aquaman #5.
Yes.
I am enjoying his relationship with his lady friend, who is a red.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like Mirror to me just quite yet. So that's why I'm kind of like suspicious of it.
Why is
I feel like there's going to be a clone story coming or somewhere. She just doesn't seem quite like the Mirror we know. So.
Is she too angry or?
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm enjoying their relationship right now. I just want them to flesh it out a little bit more. I'm glad that that relationship is kind of in the forefront. You know what I mean? Like they've been really scared to do that. Out of the old Superman and Lois, you know what I mean? They've been really scared to do that with the other relationships. So I'm just glad to see it.
Well, speaking of, what did you think of that last page?
I thought it was a little gimmicky, but I'm not gonna lie. I was like fangirl squeeing all over the place. I was like, oh snap, oh snap, oh snap.
It's the good Superman.
Yes, exactly. I'm so happy for that to be back in the universe and for that to be a thing. I don't even mind the superfluous Kaching cameos. I really don't. What about you? Did you enjoy the story?
I liked it. I know you have more history with Aquaman, so I probably didn't. You know, the whole thing with Mirror, I would probably agree if I had read more. I'm trying to catch up, but I like it. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm not regretting picking it up.
I'm really enjoying the artwork the most.
Oh yeah,
they really make their colors pop in this title so far.
Yeah, it's excellent. So, what did you give it?
I gave it a 4.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. I think we might have a little bit of some dissension about this Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, though.
Uh-oh. Why?
It's going downhill fast for me. This dynamic is not like the classic dynamic. I don't know if it's because it's Batgirl and not necessarily Oracle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I probably not to your extent, but I kind of agree with you. I was kind of like, I didn't think it was as good as the Rebirth issue, and I was kind of getting bored.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was an okay story.
Mm-hmm.
Gave it a 3.5. The artwork is meh.
Huh?
It's because it's the Burnside costume, I think, is what just really kills it for me.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it doesn't seem like, I don't know. First she was Oracle, then they brought her back as Batgirl, which is fine. But then once they put her in this costume, doesn't it seem like they made her more immature?
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's the Burnside costume.
Yeah,
and everything that goes with that. Like, she might as well be taking selfies on a mission.
Well, I mean, they want her to be this, independent woman, but it just seems like, I don't know if they're trying to play to, like, the teenage girls, because she reminds me more of a teenage girl than, like, a grown woman.
Yes. I so agree. Hopefully they'll get it together. Like, I think she's one of those characters that you can't, there can't be any wiggle room. You know what I mean? Like, it either is or it isn't.
Uh-huh. And to a certain extent, I don't even think it's like the writer's fault. I think it's like a mandate from DC. They're like, okay, this is the Batgirl you have to deal with right now, so.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because of the thing that happened in Nightwing, so I'm starting to think they're pulling some shenanigans. But we'll get there for Night.
Okay.
So, what did you give this book?
I agree with your 3.5.
Okay. So, Batman number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like this artwork for this title so far.
You don't like the artwork?
At least not this issue. It's just something about it. It felt a little muted and underdone to me.
Yeah, the coloring seems a little. Yeah.
Yeah, the first couple issues had like really great pop and vibrancy to this one, and I don't really think that the muted tones did the story any favors. Maybe is what it like the total package. But it was an okay story. I liked the dynamics in it, but I don't know. I'm getting kind of bored. And it's a Bat book. Like, I should never be bored with any kind of Bat.
But yeah, the colors, it just seems like a lot of red and brown.
Yeah. Maybe somebody was sick. Anywho. I don't know. I feel like we need to get the ball rolling. Like, I still feel this still feels really stagnant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, get to it. But what do you think? Do you think Duke's got a new girlfriend now?
I preferred if it was just his hand, but whatever. If we're gonna do that.
And what are they gonna? Did it seem like at the end like they're gonna jump ahead, or are they gonna give us like a possible future? Or?
Possible future. That's what they love so much.
Mm-hmm.
Do I smell a Batman Beyond crossover? I don't know. Is it just me? I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
I didn't think of it, but now that you've said it, I could totally see that happening.
I mean, this is like a 3.5 for a Batman story is just like a big fail in my person. Like, I don't think I even when Gordon was Batman, I think I was still like kind of in the 3.5. Except for that one issue, I know I gave it 3. So I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably go 4.
Get it together, Batman. All the other Bat books, like Nightwing is just, I'm sorry, but Nightwing is outshining Batman like so hard, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I know.
So I think that's my main thing. Like, as much as I love Nightwing, no offense, like he should not be outshining Batman at every single turn. So that's more a Batman thing to me.
Do you think they're just like locking Batman down because now that the movie was out and everything, they're kind of trying to make him too formulaic, and Nightwing basically has more freedom?
Maybe that's what it is. But I mean, if they're gonna make the movie universe about Batman again, at least give us something a little different in comic books in case you don't actually like that take.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the point of having your character in so many different mediums. It's not to Flash and Supergirl follow that same exact formula.
Yeah.
So, next thing you know, he'll be branding criminals with a batarang. I'm getting really nervous for Batman right now. That's all that I'm saying.
Mm.
Anywho, where to next, Captain?
Is Green Arrow next?
Yep.
Okay.
GA number 5.
All right. I'm cheating again this week. This is one of my 2 picks of the week.
You jerk. Me too.
Ah!
Oh my gosh. And your other one better not be mine. We're gonna have problems. I might have to come to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So I still am really enjoying Green Arrow. I think this is like one of the best transformations. But then again, in New 52, for a long time, it was a really good book.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm enjoying it now because I'm like, okay, something's going to happen later. I'm going to be upset. So I'm just enjoying it right now.
Yeah. I mean,
they're nailing it. Everything that all the fans wanted, they're really actually giving it.
TV show, pay attention.
Nah, let them be their own thing. I don't even care anymore. It's fun. It's fun to hate Arrow. It is. Let me have that, Phil.
Oh, this season's gonna be fun.
So yeah, I thought the story was really great. The artwork, like everybody's working in unison to make a really great story. You can tell everybody involved cares about the Green Arrow.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, everything's working on all levels, but the only thing that has me nervous is that last page.
Why does that have you nervous?
Because it's back on I don't know if it's the island or he's back on an island.
Well, it's probably Star Island. It's not like it's Lee and you. I mean, that's still a part of his story,
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not going to be anything from the TV show. Benjamin Percy hates everything about it. He said it. So, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, they might be trying to do a year 1 thing or something like that.
Are you saying flashbacks?
Not necessarily a flashback, but
yeah.
I mean, there's this place in this narrative, because I trust Ben, for an island story. Because I mean, like I said, year 1. I mean, it's not my favorite Green Arrow story. It felt too much like a Batman ripoff, but it has its merit.
Mm-hmm.
So. We'll see, but I don't think you should be worried. I think that they can really tell a great story with that because I do want to delve into some backstory for this particular island.
Yeah, give us back like a classic origin.
Yeah.
So, is it a 5 like it is for me?
Yes, it is. It feels so good to say that.
Yes, good job, team.
You get a muffin basket. So let's talk about this Justice League number 3. Yeah.
Oh wait, did you read Green Lanterns 5?
Oh yeah, sorry, jumped ahead. I liked it, but I feel like something was missing. I couldn't put my finger on it. It's still a pretty high grade, but I feel like something was missing. I couldn't put my finger on it.
Hal Jordan?
You know what? No, it wasn't that. I actually appreciate that they weren't afraid to take him out of the mix.
Mm-hmm.
It gives everybody else time to mold into whatever story they want to tell with the rest of these guys. I don't know. I mean, I still gave it a 4. I thought the artwork was really good. I like the shading and the coloring the best. That was the best thing about this. Not necessarily the actual art of it, but I really liked how they. What was that? That one page towards the end. 3 pages before the end, I really liked that one. I thought that one really popped. And maybe the story meandered a little bit.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Do you think they're like kind of dragging it out a little, just a little bit?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, well, it's the age of trade paperbacks.
Yeah, unfortunately, I really wish they would kind of make that mandate go away. I think it does hinder the writer's ability to really tell the story how they want.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I've seen some amazing 3-arc, miniseries. I mean, not everything has to be 9, 12, stories to make an arc.
Exactly. It's like if that's how long the writer wants to go, fine. But if they want to do it in like 2 or 3, let them do it.
Yeah. I think that was kind of the problem with Constantine too, the Hellblazer in New 52.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, all in all, still a pretty good story. Like I said, I gave it a 4, but I just can't put my finger on what was missing.
Yeah, I agree with that for it. I think it's just the pacing, like we were saying.
Okay.
All right, you were chomping at the bit. Let's get to Justice League number 3.
I still hate the Justice League. Sorry.
No.
There's nothing they can do for me to make me like the Justice League anymore because the Trinity is broken. The only person that's interesting is our old Superman. I don't like Batman. I don't like Wonder Woman in this particular iteration. I don't know what they can do to fix the Justice. I just don't. They just don't seem like much interested in justice, nor do they seem like a league of anything. So I know it's only issue number 3. Might sound harsh, but they really need to rebuild Justice League terribly.
Well, they need to get Superman in there as like, a part of the league right now. They're just like, oh, let's get this guy in here, and we don't trust him, but we need him right now. It's like, that's my biggest problem. I'm like, they trusted that moron New 52 Superman, but this guy they have,
right? Ugh, it's just a mess. They're in shambles, and it's just let Aquaman lead you, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, move to Detroit.
I'm saying. Detroit could use the boost economically.
Do you think they could do that these days? Like, fill the league with, like, let Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman go off for, like, 6 months to a year, build back up, like, strong stories, and then come back to the league?
I think they absolutely could do that. I wouldn't mind something like that. Because they really do need to build up Superwoman and Batman again. I mean, Superwoman. See? I don't even care anymore. Wonder Woman and Batman. Mm-hmm. Like, really something terribly. And I definitely want to see a little bit more from this Superman that we've been waiting so long for on his own, interacting with his son and Lois and, reestablishing his life. I'm not interested in his interactions with the Justice League, just mainly Superman and Wonder Woman. That's all I really care about now. But I want Justice League to be like its own thing and grow up a little bit. I feel like they've been really stagnant. And it's just more of the same. Like, we might as well be fighting Darkseid right now. Because they're all as unlikable as they were when they were fighting Darkseid as they are right
now. But yeah, just like give the Trinity some time off. Have Aquaman, Cyborg, the 2 Green Lanterns. Even give Flash some time off. I mean, and then bring in some
Flash has a better dynamic, honestly, with the Justice League than he does in his own story right now.
Yeah, true.
So, like I said, I'm not reading the Flash only in trade, so it would be nice to see him in the Justice League.
But yeah, no, give the Trinity some time off. Bring in, like, Nightwing and Donna Troy. And... although they're in another team book. I don't know.
I mean, we have such, like, let's be real, we still have a really huge roster to choose from. And it doesn't have to be a mainstay. I think maybe even Booster Gold or something like that. Because supposedly there's a movie in development somewhere. Shortly.
Well, where did Captain Marvel go?
Who knows? Honestly, I mean, his movie's pushed back to God knows when, so they don't really care about that right now. I mean, really, basically, they're just probably pushing all the brands that have movies coming up really soon with high exposure. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's a company policy, but that would be nice. You're right. Like in the actual movie, Justice League. Super 7. That's what they should change the Justice League to for just like 3 months. Super 7. That would be hilarious. So anyway, what'd you end up giving us?
I give it a 4.
Gave it a 3.5. And honestly, it was mostly for the art. I won't lie. I like the art.
Yeah, the art was good.
So that brings us to my other pick of the week.
If it's Nightwing number 3, so it's mine also. All
right, I'm coming. I'm gonna hop on a plane after I get off work. Beat me up.
Yeah, right. I'll see you in January.
We're not supposed to be Firestorm, Phil. That's me and Kelly's thing.
Hey, a quality book is quality.
True, very true. Nightwing, like I said, is outshining Batman at every single turn. Every chance they get, they just keep making this book better, and they keep really developing Dick. They're not afraid of anything. Like, they just let it all hang out when it comes to this book. And that's what I really enjoy. Like they're not afraid to have fun. They're not afraid to be serious. They just give you just a full range of everything. So.
Mm-hmm. I even like the what was that? All the tarot stuff and.
Yeah, but that whole relationship drama thing, like, what was that about? I feel like that did come out of nowhere, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just.
I think they're gonna kiss and make up, though. That's not the end of that.
I hope so. I'm a big Dick
He's
and
like,
Barbara
hey,
shipper.
I saw the Killing Joke.
You let Raptor kill a man. Oh yeah, well you slept with Batman.
Exactly. I just honestly, that's my headcanon for that whole scene. Yeah, they're gonna kiss and make up somewhere down the line. And then we're gonna get a Dick and Babs book, and then we're gonna get a Dick and Babs movie, and then
a Dick and Babs wedding special. Giant.
Wait, we already got that. Sorry.
What?
We already kind of got that in Convergent.
Yeah, but
this time it's for real.
Yeah, a giant $15 issue.
Only when Spider-Man gets remarried again. Oh wait.
Please, I'm pushing that. Come on.
Oh, but yeah, I thought this issue was great. This team is just so amazing. I think they have the most freedom out of all the books, as far as I can tell from the stories that they're given.
Mm-hmm.
See, you're pushing for a TV show, but I'm like, no, then that's gonna cut. It's gonna cut their tail. They're off at the legs. Like right now they can do what they want because nobody wants to do a cartoon or a movie or you know what I mean. So we get these really awesome stories with like no supervision. We're like the latchkey kids. We got the microwave and some pizza rolls and a big thing of Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? Nobody's home till 6.
You just described my childhood.
Me too.
But no, I mean, but I mean, look, I mean, the Green Arrow book is better than the TV show. I mean, that's not.
Well, that's an apology to fans though, because they really did screw the pooch, and it was really disrespectful what they did in the end of the season 4, and so. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, they haven't really done anything. Like the Grayson thing seemed like a slap in the face, but then it turned out to be so great. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's not like they have much to apologize for. So let's just enjoy the good stories, even though Human Target gets to be on TV a third time and we have yet to have a live action Nightwing. I agree, though.
Nah, yeah, see my meme.
Oh, but yeah, all around. You know what? I'm going to give this a 5.5 because it was just really excellent. It was action packed, and I was just like, oh. And even though I thought I was going to be worried because I did get spoiled when I actually read the actual thing that they were spoiling, I was like, oh, well, things happen. They'll come back to each other. It doesn't matter.
A 5.5.
So what about you?
Yeah, it's a 5. It's the highest we can go. That's what I give it, a 5.
He's on an AP curve, okay? So unfortunately, we have to talk about Supergirl Rebirth.
Oh, well, I know we already discussed this. You didn't like it at all? Because like I enjoyed the story, but I mean I already told you what problems I had with it.
Yeah, they're trying too hard. Like Supergirl is a story that can tell itself. It's like she's the younger, hotter version of Superman. Okay, like you can have so much fun with this. But they've always been really afraid to have fun with Supergirl. Like they have all these weird restrictions about Supergirl. I don't know why.
Well, like I told you, I think this book has Flash syndrome. It wants to be the TV show, but it wants to be its own thing at the same time, too.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but, like, it's also like, how old is she again? What are we doing? These are some risque situations if she's under 18 here, people.
Well, I swear, I swear on Twitter I saw Steve Orlando say in this book she's 16. I was like, really? Was she 16 in the New 52? She really didn't. She seemed more like she was 18, 19 in New 52.
Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know. They're trying. I don't know. I feel like they're trying to do Supergirl without the anger of, Supergirl is the reason. So they wanted to fit it in so bad. They tried every which way, but this way you could kind of have the. You know what I mean? And she has to grow up and she's learning these lessons. And eventually Superman's going to come in. They're not going to stay estranged forever or whatever. So I don't know. I'm willing to give this book a couple of more issues, but I'm really not interested. Like, I'm just not. I think Superwoman is actually, when it's all said and done, is going to be the one female book that I'm going to be ending up reading on a consecutive basis.
Yeah. Well, like I told you, I appreciate where they're trying to go, but I'm just like, okay, she was on her own the whole time in New 52. She's at least 16 years old. You know, she has all these, you know, she's really powerful, and it's like, okay, they just looked for an excuse to, like, give her these parents.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so we're kind of doing the TV show. I'm like, where's Alex at?
No, I'm good on it. I mean, I would be down for some Martian Manhunter, though.
There you go. Again, where's he? I mean, if we're going to give the Trinity a break, put Martian Manhunter in the Justice League. Yeah,
I really do miss that. No offense to Cyborg. I think Cyborg really didn't need to be in the league. I hate that executive decision. I really do. I think he's more fun with a Titan team. Any Titan.
Yeah. I want to see him with Dick and Wally and Donna.
Exactly. So that's always my biggest one that they do. They didn't correct it just as of yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been waiting on that. But yeah, Supergirl, she has the chance to be good, but they want to have to be their own thing exclusively. Like, don't take any cues from the TV. Mm-hmm. Just don't do it. Just be your own thing. Have faith that Supergirl has enough cachet that people want to read about her own unique adventures. At the end of the day, I think that's just what they need to do.
Yes.
This is a 3.5.
3.5?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm a softie. I'll give it a 4.
That's my fill. Okay, last book of the day, Superman number 5.
Yes.
So that happened.
I
don't know how I'm supposed to feel. Like, I feel conflicted about this story.
I mostly liked it. There was only there was 1 or 2 plot points that I was kind of.
I was like, are they going to come back to that, or is that just dead and gone? Dead and gone. Okay.
Well, it's just like, okay, Lois just hops in the bat suit. It's like, okay, because Batman isn't a paranoid or anything, and probably wouldn't have, safeguards or at least a code on it. So
what is this? Arrow when Felicity flew Ray's suit? What the heck?
Exactly.
Oh, that did give me pause, but I'm like, okay, I'll go with it.
And I mean, I can see Batman having bases all over the world, but on the moon?
Well, no. I mean, if we're going with the whole watchtower thing and all that, maybe.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, that whole Batsuit thing I was like, okay, really?
Yeah, that's what gave me pause all the way. Just get on with the story. Tell the story. You know what we came to see. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to see him spend some more time with his son before he goes off.
Yeah, that book, the Super Sons, is delayed, I guess.
Yeah, for that exact reason. They need time for him to develop.
Mm-hmm.
We already, as a matter of fact, we need to see Damian with Bruce as well. So there's that. Or at least Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I mean, I was excited for it. I'm still am. But yeah, that is actually a decision I can get behind. So. But yeah, this story was, I was just like, okay, just what comes next. I'm just ready for what comes next. I still feel like we haven't really got the ball rolling in what the actual story of this Superman is going to be. I feel like we get into all the other books, just not this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So it was, I'd say it was a 4.25.
I gave it a 3.75.
3.75?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that, but this is the Marvelous review this week will be of this book because Superman is on Charlie's pull list now.
Oh dear Lord, he's gonna rip Superman a new one.
What?
gotta rip Superman a new one. I'm telling you.
I don't know. He said I think he's been enjoying it. He said the other week he said Superman is like the most Marvel character DC has.
That's not a compliment.
Well, in his mind it is.
I'm kidding, maybe. Anyway, well, I will let you boys get to it. You want me to drop my plug right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let the boys Superman number 5, but before that, I'll give you my information. You guys can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. Tumblr, it's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com, and you can check out my website, lilithhellfire.com. It's a little slow because it's the off season, but around about October, I should be cranking out new material, so just hold on until then. See you, Phil. Enjoy your chat with Charlie Esser.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good.
All right, everyone. So like Lil said, without further ado, here's Charlie Esser with this week's review, his marvelous review of Superman number 5 that Lilith and I were just talking about. Charlie, take it away. All right, Charlie. So you got Superman 5. What did you think?
Oh, Superman 5. It is super. As the name suggests. Great open as we land on the moon, and little Jonathan Kent is geeking out about. Oh, look! It's the lunar module and rover. Says it's the Marsh of Decay site where Apollo 15 landed. I can see the plaque they left behind. So it's very cute as he's looking out the window, and Lois is kind of in a panic. And then they've basically Soups is taking them out of got them out of Metropolis, flew them straight to the moon. Sure. And now, of course, where he's taking them into the moon. Did you see that, Phil?
I don't know. What did I miss?
Oh, the new Batcave.
Oh, yeah.
The Batcave on the moon. So hides them there. They're hiding in the Batcave because they're trying to get away from the Eradicator. The Eradicator, of course, tracks them down, and battle. They sort of suck in Superman's. The Eradicator basically sucks in Superman's soul. Well, actually, his whole body actually. So he's super charged up. Jonathan shoots him. Lois finds basically what is called the Hellbat armor. It looks like a cross between the Batman v Superman and the Batman Beyond armor. Very cool. Basically, Lois is fighting the Eradicator. Jonathan is fighting the Eradicator. Meanwhile, inside the Eradicator, the life force of Superman and all the other Kryptonians sort of merge together so they could escape the Eradicator, and then they go. He thanks his wife and kid for holding the Eradicator off. Now he'll take it from here. Bum bum bum. Superman. It's a great book. It's a fun book. I enjoy it. This was a battle-heavy issue, so not a lot to go over really. I love the family dynamic. I love. There's a nice bit where like Lois is kind of calling out Clark for being overprotective, of Jonathan. That basically, we're the ones that have to teach him to be a hero. Of course, they are fighting, a world-destroying robot. So it's 6 and 1/2 dozen. I will give this. I'm going to give this 4 Kryptonian ghosts out of 5.
Oh.
Yeah,
very
good.
Good
Book. Yeah,
I just had one little nitpick with it. I mean, it's pretty small, but like I was telling Lilith, I said, don't you think like someone like Batman would have all kinds of security or just like some kind of access code on that armor so Lois couldn't just like hop in it and take off with it? No.
You always want to have your armor be like ready for just someone to jump into it for just such an emergency. You see, yeah, and for what it's worth, he did have it on the moon, so I'm sure he felt the number of people who were likely to gain access to it were probably relatively limited. Honestly, I'm surprised that Batman can just walk or Superman can just walk into the Batcave, but I guess in my mind I'm looking at it as some sort of hand wavium thing there. Batman was cool with Superman coming to visit, I guess, is the answer to that. But yes, and I guess, as far as I didn't even think, that's the thing about super armors. You never think about them in those terms. People just put them on, whether you're Iron Man or James Rhodes or Squirrel Girl, you put it on and it's got a user-friendly interface. It's, even Norman Osborn could just repaint some old Iron Man armors and work just fine. So, yeah, superheroes don't always worry about high-tech security, apparently. For people so obsessed with their secret identities, they just really don't think about security much.
All right. So.
All right.
Charlie,
that was a fast one.
Well, like you said, it was mostly action, but where could people discuss Superman with you, or recommend a DC book, or even Marvel, because we do a Marvel podcast. So people get a hold of you?
Well, you can always get a hold of me at Charlie Esser. That's CharlieEsser. That's my Twitter handle. Look for the two E's in the middle for equality. I did this in reverse order than I usually do. Follow me on Twitter at Charlie Esser. And of course, write to me at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com.
If you want to recommend any books to us, but me and Lilith usually cover most of them, you can email us, worldsfinestpod@gmail.com. Facebook, it's World's Finest Podcast. On Twitter, we're at World's Finest Pod. And, I almost forgot, our new Instagram. We used to share it with All New Marvel Roundup, but now we have our own separate Twitter account, our Instagram account. So just search for World's Finest Pod, and we have our own Instagram.
Wonderful.
I've been trying to create memes every week, so you might find some creativity for me on there. But and if you want to discuss any Marvel or DC with me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. All right, come back next week, everyone. All these twice a month books. It's a big pow every week now, so who knows? Maybe Lilith Hellfire will trick me into reading another series. Thank you, Red Hood. All right. Good night, everyone.
Is Solomon Grundy in yet?
What?
Oh, Red Hood and the Outlaws. I was just asking if they've introduced Solomon Grundy yet. Never mind. Oh, no, Bizarro. Sorry.
Bizarro.
Yes. Get my big gray characters with speech problems mixed up. Okay.
All right. Good night, everyone.